Welcome back, gamers, to the Games. Hey, it's Al here. How's everybody doing? All right, gamers. Really excited about what I saw from Gamescom. We're going to go over a live social module that will be out this month. But first, let's go over the Multicrew demo that I saw from Gamescom. I had a lot of gamers get in touch with me. They said, Al, DG, are you on this? Are you watching this? What's your thoughts? What's your opinions, man? That's what I'm here for. You know, I'm always super skeptical when any game comes out. I think it's really important not to be biased. But when I saw this, I have to tell you, I got super excited by this because it was larger in scope than I had previously imagined it. And I could see it actually coming to fruition. You had a lot of people who've been bad-mouthing this for the past couple months because they're not seeing the progress. And I hope this shuts them up a little bit. Because when you're watching this, yeah, there's a lot of things that need improvement. There's a herky-jerky movements. I don't like it. There's the loud footsteps. You know, the loud footsteps are annoying. They need to tone that down. I am super excited also the fact that I actually got a communique, if you will, communication from one of the devs from Star Citizens, from Cloud Imperium, and I was like pretty shocked. I didn't really understand if this was somebody who actually worked there, but I verified it, and it was very cool to know that they actually watch it. DaGaimez for opinions. For you know, I was pretty flattered actually. So it's very cool, guys. You know, gamers, put your comments down below because they're actually listening. They're watching these. And I think we're partially responsible for why the social module is actually coming out. If you remember, gamers, I did a video like a month or two ago and said, you know, all they really need to do is to bring out something social so people can be excited about it. People want to interact in games. That's really the key. Now, see, going up the stairs, herky-jerky, we need a little bit smoother movements. But again, you know, this is just alpha, guys. Look at the massive... look at the volume. Look at how everything is rendered at this stage. Just at this stage, at this early stage. Wow, the planet, the sun, the station, the ships on the station. They need to do a better job, in my opinion, on the launching of ships and landing of ships. They need to make it more appealing. That's, again, I hope they're listening. Now I know they actually are listening. Very cool, huh, gamers? We have a voice. How cool is that? So I think they reworked the inside of that cutlass. Looks a little bit different. The sounds, I like it. The sounds are pretty good. The sounds are pretty damn good. It's climbing in a Hornet. But again, the takeoffs of the ship need to feel more substantial. I need to feel like it takes a little bit longer than just raising the thing up, like you know, boom, and you're up in space. Like, it needs to take a little bit more time than it does currently in the alpha or in the arena commander. When you're doing the free fly, I want to feel it like thrust up. I want to feel it a little bit slower. As the ship's moving up with thrust, I want to feel the thrust. If I just like go boom straight up, to me it doesn't feel too realistic. I don't know. Maybe I just want to feel the mass of it a little bit. And I know it's space and it's weightless, but I still want that kind of like slow uptake, you know? Kind of very similar to that, actually. I mean, they kind of showed that a little bit more, but I want more like, you know, jets coming, you know, from the thrusters. I want more animation, like where you're pushing off, and I need more of that animation. I got lots of flack for my last Merlin video. Apologies. No Q drive on that, so not really that great of a courier ship. In fact, I got flack from one of the devs on that too. And my apologies. Also, calling the scythe a scythe. You know, I've been tired lately, but I'm still pushing on. How cool is this? Look at this. You know, guys, the more I watch this, the more I really look at the asteroid belt come into view like that. That is just fantastic. Come on, get out of here. You know, I want to do a video also dealing with the controls, flight controls. You know, right now I'm really feeling like the aim and the ability to shoot and be offensive is a little bit better with the mouse and keyboard. I kind of want to more adaptive. I want the controls to be a little bit more receptive to a HOTAS, even a gamepad. I think a lot of the movements with the ships, they've improved on the 1.1.5 alpha. I noticed within Arena Commander I had a much better time flying the ship. I just felt like some of the turns were more realistic. I think they need to work on that. Here's really cool aspect of the game where you're just, you know, boom, you're in space. God, yes. And they're approaching, I believe, is that a Retaliator? Yeah, they're gonna come up through the top port, which is, come on, guys. Come on, guys. I can't, you know, like a lot of the naysayers out there, you know, are you watching this? Tell me what it is about the game that you're worried about now after watching this. This is the Multicrew demo from Gamescom. We will be getting into the social module, and I'll be talking a lot about the social module, but let's just watch this. There has to be some tools or something that they're going to have to blow up the ports. I don't want to be flying a ship and then just somebody like leeches onto my ship and blows it up instantly. I kind of am not cool with that. There has to be some type of like warning system within my ship if I'm flying it. Now, I don't know if this is a derelict ship or an abandoned ship. We'll see shortly. They're coming in the airlock. Look at this. Confirmation of like an engineering type room. There's gravity. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Get out of here. I mean, fights on ships, taking ships. You know, just think about the money you could make from finding a derelict ship and taking it back to port. They were talking about a database on the social module that I really got into because Chris wants this to, you know, be 24/7 live. Like every little item, every little change sticks with you. Look at this. They're booting up the systems. It is a derelict ship. They are getting in the ship. Here we go. Power is on. Yes. I like what they did with the sensor panel. I really like what they did with the sensor panel. I like the cockpit of the Retaliator. I believe it's a Retaliator. I'm going to get a lot of flack if this is not. But again, they're making it smooth. I like the movements of the turrets even, and the seats have become smoother. The lighting is better. I noticed with my graphic cards actually playing with a new Arena Commander that I've got two 670s, which are older cards, and they seem to be working much better after the patch. I don't know if that had anything to do. Now here's turrets are going to be a lot harder than what this is going to show. Very cool. Upgraded sensors. Here they go. Are they activating the drive right in front of the asteroid belt, or what's going on there? Wow. Okay, so that was like a short little burst.
Quantum drive deactivated. Scanning. Bogey. Scanning.
We're going to need a little bit more detailing on the asteroids, and that's going to tax a lot of GPU power. So, you know, you are going to eventually, guys, have to get like, you know, 900 plus series or a Titan card, in my opinion, in order to get the best experience that you can. Please look at my Patreon page, guys, because I want to give you guys the best experience with the videos I make in the future. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. Always tutorials, always reviews. Oh, here we go. Very cool. Very cool. Got a nice little dogfight with two larger ships. Hell of a job. I mean, still jerky in the movements. Turrets, no way you're going to be able to even lock on. They're going to need assistance. They're going to need some type of assisted lock for people that flying in the turret, that are shooting in the turrets, because like literally if there's no assisted lock, then you're going to have a hard time, because the ship's going to have to fly literally straight, and you're going to have to be in communication with the pilot to say, hey dude, if you want accurate turret fire, you're going to have to fly straight. You know, if you got a pilot who's flying 360s and 180s and doing all these tricks, good luck even shooting anything in a turret. So I think there has to be some assisted AI, some type of lock. Very cool with the sounds. Here we get, like, this is just blows my mind, guys, because it really makes you think about what this game's going to be. Oh, snap. That's exciting. And there, boom, no more ship for that guy. Sucks to be him. And there they go. I wonder if you're going to have to be distanced with the quantum drive. I think that's a little bit sketchy. Activating quantum drive near an asteroid belt. Nah, I'm not too sure about that. But here we go. They're coming in. I think they're coming back to the station that they were at, and they've got a new ship to sell. And of course, a lot of people say, you know, with the money situation, oh, I don't want to pay actual real life money. Well, if you want to get in the alpha, you're going to have to. But if you know, on the finished product, you're going to pay once for the game, and then everything in the game will be worth creds. People have a hard time understanding that. Maybe I should make a credit video. Not too sure about people that aren't understanding that. I know it's not as easy. You can look at this video on how to actually play the game if you guys are watching this for the first time and you're not quite sure what in the hell you're watching, and you're still on this. Thank you very much for watching here on DaGaimez. This will teach anybody here, also any experienced gamers who have been watching my videos for months and months. Please direct people towards that video that you saw in the playlist. It will help them actually become a citizen. Look at this. Very cool landing here. And soon we'll be in the social module, and we'll talk a lot about the social module, like what I see with the Multicrew demo. I have to say, the scale of it is impressive. They still need to work a little bit better on fluid motions. You know, still a little bit sketch on the motions of the actual character movements. The texturing's become better. The lighting has become better. I love that, like, literally these are real people. Or you can hire NPCs as a crew. Now, I don't know how that's going to work. Not quite sure how that's going to work. I'd like to actually research that and do a video about NPC characters that you can hire on your ships. I think they'll only be dedicated towards actual ship tasks, like turret gunners or, you know, stuff of that nature. Wow, look at this. Look at this. It's fantastic. Wait, what's going on here? Oh my goodness. I got goosebumps, man. I got goosebumps. And that's what I think of the Multicrew demo. Just goosebumps, man. One word, is that 2 words? Amazing. Amazing.
So it's a little bit of a surprise for you. We are going to be releasing the social module expansion this month. So this is going to come out.
And oh god, does that make me nervous, gamers, when Chris starts quoting dates. Really. I mean, Chris, you got to be more careful with just telling people this. I understand you better have this ready, god damn it. You better have this ready. I get nervous every time I hear the date. But thank God, because I feel like this is actually going to happen. I really feel like this is going to happen, God willing. You know, within the next 2 months at least.
And actually meet up with other people. So I think we're looking to support at least 20 players moving around the ArtCorp environment. And it's your first sort of step into the larger persistent universe world. So we'll sort of show it very quickly here.
And then we get into the funny part of this video where, like, the loading screen's up forever. You know, a lot of the times we do get frustrated when, you know, like, we were promised dates. And a lot of the frustration and a lot of the negative feedback that you guys got, that you see, and a lot of people that felt it from beginning, backers from 3 years ago. I understand the frustration. I've done videos on that. You know, I like to see, like, both sides of the fence. What will you be able to do in the social module, though? This is actually going to help people, like, maybe cool the tension down just a tad, because they're going to be able to interact with other people, and that's really what everybody wanted to begin with. And again, I am really happy that they listened to us. Very cool. Here we go. Now here's a social module that's starting out.
This is in the elevator that you would take up from your hangar, and where we start is which everyone will be able to do in a couple of weeks. We'll be in the customs area of ArcCorp.
So from there, you're going directly from the hangar out into the customs area, which is very cool. You'll be able to talk to up to 20 people. As far as Chris says, this is the first release. You'll be able to customize your clothes as you continue on to the next releases. He's going to show us like different portions of the area, which is cool. I'm actually happy that social module is not just a room. it's ArcCorp. It's the whole environment. You can walk around. You can go to the bar. You can go to the work area, which is probably one of my favorite places we'll show in this video.
Let's head in and just do a bit of sightseeing. Head off. So I think Andrew just stepped through sort of where the customs entry would be when you actually, Andrew, if we go back out, let's just go and take a look at where the landing pad is so people can know where we're coming from. So stay with red one, Jared, please.
Okay, very cool.
So we just go back over here. Out there is in the final game, when you're landing in the persistent universe, you would land out here. You would come in here. This is the customs area, and then we would head through the sort of security. Or whatever you want to call it, sort of customs, immigration,
Chris,
here, which normally
whatever you want to call it.
It would sort of determine whether you were wanted.
As a lot of times people get upset with him for saying things like that. But he's a macro thinker, guys. Like, he's not naming every single thing in the game. He's giving ideas out. He's a macro idea thinker. A lot of people criticize him because they're like, how do you not know the details of your own game? It's because he is actually a leader, and he is assigning people tasks that are giving them these tasks to name these things. He just gives out the general idea.
So here we are. We're in the main plaza of Area 18. I think if you, Andrew, is anyone right near you? You could probably just show them the AR where they can sort of see the names of the other.
I like that. I like that walking out. It's very expansive.
So you can switch
massive.
AR on. You'll be able to use Moby Glass and later.
I like
that's
that.
How you can sort of know who the various people are. These are all our various.
When you switch on the AR, you can see the names. Like
sort of
very cool, very high tech.
Let's head off to. Let's go to Cubby Blast.
Very futuristic.
So we'll sort of do a quick tour of the different locations. So these are all sort of the basic shop types that you're going to encounter.
Okay, we know all about Cubby Blast because we've seen it on prior videos. So, you put your AR on and you're able to see, your items. He talks about how when you put the AR on, you're able to see the cost you'll be able to buy. He does say you'll be able to sell, and he also says that the amount of detail will be pretty staggering because there will be a database that will actually keep track of quantities, prices, for merchants and for people who are really into the business aspects of things. But I want to talk a little bit about that later. About opening shops up and making this module or this social experience actually more expansive as the game comes out, so that there's areas of the environment that you're actually able to rent. And I didn't hear anything about that, but again, this is more like social module type, just a presentation. But I would like to see the actual environment of the world that you land on expanding, become larger and larger.
Across the way is the medical unit.
So he's going to the medical unit now. This is like if you get in trouble, like the guy who got blown up on the Multicrew demo, he's left out in space.
This is essentially the kind of place that you would come. So if you got killed in space,
right,
or you would recover in a recovery room in here and come out. This is also where you can come to buy various sort of medical healing devices.
We talked about that in our
stim packs, med packs, all the sort of
Cutlass
things you would need
video
if you got into
that we did.
FPS combat,
Cutlass Red,
boarding a ship out in the persistent universe of the world. And in the sort of V1 of the social module, which is the next release after this one, there'll be a whole bunch of AI moving around, going about their schedules. In this first release, it will just be other players and you sort of playing around with the environment. All right, so let's.
So they're going to go to another area, but going back to the medical area, like salvage ships, support ships, Cutlass Red would find people and then would rescue them and take them back to the med unit and then make money that way. Very cool. Now this is the job well. Now this is probably one of my favorite places in the game. I'll shut up here for a second, gamers.
This is sort of the official place for that, where people will put up jobs to cargo from, say, ArcCorp to another planet, or be an escort for a cargo run, or have a mercenary assignment, or basically look for bounty hunter assignments, or generally what's happened. And again,
we talked about bounty hunting actually in a previous video as well.
A lot of
I hope you guys really check out my Star Citizen list and watch a lot of these, because we discuss a lot of these topics actually.
Big ArcCorp setup behind there.
Wow, wow.
With
I'm clapping at that. That's
awesome. Potentially flown by some sketchy pirates. We don't know yet. we may meet them later. So let's head out of here and go.
So I want that whole world. So the job well is very important. Mission boards, you're talking about actually real people missions. I want real people to put missions on that board, not just NPC missions, although that's important too. I want real people missions on that board. I want the bounty system to be actually dead on. I think we talk about the bounty system in the career guide video. But that's going to be a very important place, that job well, and the contract system has to be legit.
Terra is
there's the bar.
Obviously a much more sort of super
very cool. I mean, like this brings the real life aspect to
Nix, which is
social, very social here.
It's
talking about different environments with different planets. We will have a system guide coming up, gamers. That will be very fun. There's dancing right there. System guide I'm working on so hard, gamers. It'll be out very soon. But yeah, I really like this aspect of the game, because this is where you can actually talk with people and make this very real.
Okay, I think it's enough of the dancing.
Where you don't even need the job well. You just person to person tell them what you want and then pay them for it, and you build up a reputation just based upon what you're actually capable of doing, and if you keep your promises or not.
And then if we go out we go down the, yeah, exactly. So, and there's also going to be other areas to sort of explore in most of our planet-side environments. So this is an example of sort of like a back alleyway, and we're sort of going to have areas that, even though we may not have PvP combat down on the planet-side environments, we'll definitely have some level of PvE interaction.
Right.
So you could
and I agree with that. I don't want PvP and maybe designated PvP areas. Designated PvP areas on planet would be cool. I think they should think about that maybe in a gambling format, to the death kind of gladiator scenarios. Maybe on Nix would be very cool. But I am in agreement that the planet itself should have no fighting. That's why they have customs. It would be a mess. It would literally be a mess if there's PvP on the planet unless it was designated type areas. So kudos to them for actually doing that. And you would never feel safe anywhere, like literally. I mean, like it's one thing in space, but like if you're down on the ground, I think that should be kind of like a HoloLand, like a Highlander type thing where you're in the church, so nobody can touch you.
Move on, we'll be building this out with a lot of NPCs as well as just other players moving around. And here's another sort of sense of the scope and scale that we're trying to do for our planet-side environment.
Amazing, just amazing.
I think it's kind of. Let's head to Astro Armada, which is where we're by a ship. But this is sort of very much about, with us. Yes, it's taking a bit of time, but we're really trying to craft.
Is that an Aurora? Oh my goodness! Come on, that's amazing.
We're really
guys.
sort of trying to craft the world, so they all sort of feel lived in.
That's why it's taken so long.
With their stories, we're doing stuff. Some of the conversation system stuff that we developed for Squadron 42 is going to come into the Persistent universe, and will sort of enable us to sort of tell.
This is going to take a huge amount of resources for your PC, guys. This is exactly what happened when Wing Commander came out and Privateer came out. The fact that I can even run this on my 2670s right now is going to be extinct within the next couple months. I'm going to have to seriously upgrade this, so please, gamers, help me. But so far, so good. I think the quality's been really good, but as we actually get into this universe and it starts to grow, your system resources will be taxed to the max. And you're going to need the best that your PC can get, because it's the same thing that happened back in the 90s when I was a kid. And Wing Commander came out, Doom came out, all these games came out that really needed video cards. At the time, it was Creative Labs. You know, it was ATI, and you know, Chris said, we're going to make these games for these cards, and I don't care if you don't have this card. You can't play this game unless you have this card, so you're going to need the card. So everybody shelled out big bucks to get these games, and that really brought progress into the gaming community. That really brought progress into PC gaming as far as what these PCs were capable of to run. You could never do this before. Before, he just pushed the envelope. He pushed the envelope to give you a better experience, and yes, you had to pay for it. So you guys are going to definitely need a card. I can't wait to meet you guys in the game. We're going to do a video where I just have like a party. We're just going to have a party, a bunch of gamers, us, and some dancing. And we'll meet in the bar. We'll have some fun, and I really look forward to you to seeing you guys. I know I've been super busy. Thanks for the patience, guys. Please share, please like. Thanks for your support, and please go to my Patreon page. We need to hit that $150 goal so that we can have a game giveaway every single month. Alright guys, if you've watched the whole way through, thank you very much. I like to give you long videos. I like to give you something you guys can watch, and I'm always going to give you Star Citizen and plenty more along the way. I got lots more content coming up. Thank you guys. Do not be afraid. This game's going to come out and it's going to blow everybody's mind. I feel it. I can see it. The dedication's there. The team's there. The work's there. Everything that I needed to see actually happened at Gamescom, and I am now 110%. No doubt this is going to come out and blow everybody's minds. No doubt. Now, you hear a lot of the negative people, a lot of the trolls and everything. You don't have to worry about that anymore. We just saw what was going to happen. I'm impressed. It still needs some work, guys. Still needs some work, but it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Look forward to the Star System guide. Look forward to the Star Marine review. Tons of stuff. Thanks, gamers. Keep watching. Tell everybody to subscribe that you know. Love you to death, gamers. See you on the next vid.